Hello students, in this session we will discuss about queue data structure. The first one, what is meant by queue? So as similar to stack, queue is also a linear data structure. So in queue data structure, elements are inserted at one end called rear end. Elements are deleted from the other end called front end of the list. Okay, listen. A queue is a linear data structure in which elements can be inserted only at one end called rear end. So rear end allows insertion operations. And elements can be deleted from the other end called front end of the list. So here front end allows deletion operations. That means both ends are open ends. Now it shows the diagrammatic representation of a queue. Now here both ends are open ends. One end allows insertion operations and one end allows deletion operations. So here elements are inserted at this end. Now this end is treated as rear end. Elements are deleted from the other end, hence it is treated as front end. Now this data structure is known as queue data structure. Now these are different examples like ticket issuing counter, vehicles entry system in a single line road, printing multiple programs on a printer. So these are different examples of queue data structure. Now a queue is also known as FIFO list. Here FIFO stands for first in first out list. Why? Because now assume, now these are some specific elements 10, 20, 30, 40. When these elements are inserted into a queue, now the insertion order is 10, 20, 30, 40. So 10 is the first inserted element, then 20, then 30, then 40. Now these elements are deleted from the queue. Now the deletion order is 10, 20, 30, 40. Here the first inserted element is 10. The first deleted element is also 10. That means the first inserted element is the first outcoming element. Hence a queue is also known as FIFO, first in first out list. Now when we observe the order, here the order of deleted elements from the queue is as same as they are inserted into the queue. They follow same order. Okay. Now what are the representations of a queue? Now as similar to stack, queue can also be represented in two ways, like array representation, which is also known as static representation. Second one, linked representation, which is also known as dynamic representation. Here first one, array representation. So static representation of a queue uses array concept. Assume queue is an array used to represent a queue with a maximum size as n. Since the concept is an array, we must specify the size of the array at the time of its declaration. Initially, elements are not available in the queue. So at this stage, we consider two variables, front and rear that points to -1 position of the array. So front end allows deletion operations and rear end allows insertion operations. Now it shows one example format. Now consider n equivalent to 4, that means maximum size of the queue as 4, and two elements 10 and 20. When these elements are inserted into the queue, now the status of the queue is in this format. So this one, a queue with 4 locations like 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now these two elements are inserted 10 and 20. Now 10 is the front element of the list and 20 is the rear element of the list. So it shows static representation. Now second format, linked representation. Linked representation of a queue uses linked list concept. So as similar to stack, in queue also single linked list is enough to represent dynamic representation. So in single linked list format, each node is divided into two parts as data part and link part. Here data part stores information part of the element and link field stores address of the next node of the list. Okay, now it shows the diagrammatic representation. Now this one, now the list consists 4 nodes, node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. Each node contains these two parts, data part and link part. So here the data part stores information part of the element. Here the elements are 59, 38, 64 and 26. The link part stores address of the next node. So finally the link part of the last node is filled with null pointer. Okay, now this one, the dynamic representation of a queue. Now finally, how to define QADT. So abstract data type consists data members and operations. So here queue point of view, the data members are linear collection of 0 or more elements. Now operations, NQ, DQ, front element, rear element, is empty, is full and display operations. First one, NQ operation. It refers to the process of inserting an element into the queue. DQ operation. It refers to the process of deleting front element of the queue. Front element operation. It refers to the process of printing front element of the queue. Rear element operation. It refers to the process of printing rear element of the queue. Is empty operation. It refers to the process of checking whether the queue is empty or not. Is full operation. It refers to the process of checking whether the queue is full or not. And finally, display operation. It refers to the process of printing elements of the queue. Okay. So in next session, we will discuss basic operations of queue. Thank you, one and all.